Every designer wants to create work that is unique, distinct, and creative to them. But how can we actually achieve this? Well, we have to find, craft, and construct a design style that is unique to us. And I know some of you might be currently screaming at the screen saying, yes, but how do I find my design style? Well, that's exactly what we're going to go over in today's video. Just a little caveat before we jump into any of the points. I've been designing for over 5 years now, and it's only within the last 18 months have I truly started to find my feet and craft a design style that is somewhat unique to me. And I say somewhat because no design, no idea, no color palette, and no style is 100% unique and original. It's all about sourcing a bunch of inspiration from different sources, and that in itself is somewhat original. So I'm going to be sharing all of my tips and advice that have truly helped me find my design style and help you do the same. I'll also be setting tasks throughout this video so you can take action straight away. So starting with tip number 1, experimentation. In order to figure out a unique design style, you've got to start with experimentation. When you start experimenting with different design styles, you're not only figuring out what you enjoy, but you're also developing your design skills too. Through experimentation, you'll start to understand your own preferences of what you like to design with and what you don't. I'll take me as a good example. When I first started designing, I tried out every style under the sun and quickly figured out that masculine, chrome, dark and neutral colored branding was just not for me. I got no enjoyment from this kind of style and it just did not satisfy me. So you've got to experiment to figure out the styles that you don't like so you can start directing yourself into the styles that you do like. So to put this point into action, here's a task for you to do. Do some research into the design styles that are already out there and put these into your own categories with examples of the styles. Here's an example that I've already done to give you a better idea. Now, each week or month, set yourself a goal to create one design, brand, or project centered around one of these design styles. After a few months of lots of experimentation with these different styles, you'll start to get a feel for what you like designing with, what excites you, and what you get enjoyment from. You may even find that you like a few of these different designs, so you start combining them to create something that is more unique to you. On to tip number 2, which is mimic others. If you're new to the design industry, mimicking and learning from others is going to be a crucial step in helping you find your unique design style. There's probably plenty of designers that you currently look up to and are in awe of their work and design style. Those are the designers that you need to start copying. Yes, I said copy. If there's a style that a certain designer uses or a piece of work you want to recreate so you can learn the design skills of using that design style, then copy the work. This will help you develop your skills and learn that design style during the process. If you do decide to literally copy someone's work to learn that new design skill or try out the style, do not put this in your portfolio or on social media, but keep it as a practice piece because this will not be your original work or idea. Copying allows you to develop and learn new skills and actually just get started instead of trying to come up with new ideas which may lead to procrastination and not actually starting at all. Something else you can do is you can take someone's work that you look up to and add your own spin onto it. So you're taking the artist as inspiration and you're adding in your own unique style to the work that they have already produced. You'll then start developing and working on your own unique style. This actually fits in really nicely with the book Still Like an Artist, which basically gives you permission to copy your hero's work and use it as a stepping stone in order to find your own unique style. So the task for this point is to pick 3 designers that you look up to that have completely different design styles. Pick one of their projects or piece of work and actually recreate this, but add your own spin on it. Because the project they have created is already designed, this will help with just getting started because you're not working with a blank canvas. You can take ideas, use it as inspiration, and think about something else that you can add to it. I've actually had designers message me on Instagram sending me their work of passion projects that I have created that they have recreated in a certain design style or added their own spin on it. And I think it's such a great way to develop new skills and try out a style. Talking about our idols and people we look up to, I also love learning from others, and a great way to do this is by taking online classes by Skillshare, which is today's sponsor. They are an online learning community with thousands of classes that you can take for creatives just like us. I've actually been majorly inspired by Thomas Frank, a YouTuber who focuses on productivity, and I took his class Mastering Productivity to help with my organization skills and my daily runnings of my business. I think it's so important as a business owner to just keep on learning from others, which is why I've teamed up with Skillshare to give the first 1,000 of my subscribers a 30-day free trial to try out any classes that you want. All you gotta do is click the first link in my description. So moving on to tip number 3, excitement. If you're not overly excited about your current design projects, then take it as a sign that you haven't quite figured out your design style. You know when you're just scrolling through Pinterest for design inspiration and you see a design, packaging, or color palette that just fills you with so much energy and excitement? Take it as a sign and start using that design style more and experimenting with it. Is it vibrant colors, bold typography, minimal packaging, or neutral colors? If you're not getting enjoyment from your current design style, it's time to change. Another thing that you can think about is your personal preference when it comes to non-design things. For example, the way that you style your room or the way that you dress. Your likes in these areas can sometimes be a reflection on your design style. With the point of feeling excited with design projects, one piece of advice I'm going to give you is to start saying no to those clients and design projects that just don't fill you with excitement, and start focusing on those projects that do. I'll take me as another good example. So when potential clients inquire with me, I get them to send me over a really basic Pinterest board with a style and vision. The Pinterest boards that would get sent with a more minimal, neutral tone and sophisticated typography were the ones that I got no enjoyment out of whatsoever. So I started turning these clients and projects down and focusing more on the inquiries that filled me with enjoyment, with the vibrant colors, the out there ideas, and the quirky brands. And it was the best thing that I could have done for my business. I was now therefore working on these projects that filled me with all of that excitement and enjoyment, and I could start practicing more with this desired design style that I enjoy. So a task for this point is to ask yourself these questions and pick one answer. Minimalist versus maximalist, neutral versus vibrant, sophisticated versus bold, illustration versus typography, quiet versus loud, modern versus retro. This really quick and simple exercise might allow you to just visually see what your personal preferences are. So this leads me on to our last tip, which is to get uncomfortable. Staying inside your comfort zone and sticking with one style that you're comfortable with is only going to hold you back. I know how scary it can be trying out a new design style that you're not typically known for, or a style you're not confident with, but to be able to improve as a designer, you've got to chuck yourself in the deep end and do things that are a little uncomfortable. You may be currently sticking with a certain design style that you're comfortable with because that's all you've known, but it doesn't actually mean that that's your preferred design style. When you push yourself out your comfort zone, try new styles and experiment, you might push yourself down a path that you didn't even think of. So the task for this point of getting uncomfortable is you're gonna pick one design style that you have never tried to design with before, and you're gonna create a brand. This will definitely force you to get out of your comfort zone and just try something new. You never know, you might end up really liking this design style, but you'll never know unless you give it a go. Before we wrap up this video, there's one more thing that I wanna mention, and that is you don't actually have to be known for or have one specific design style. I know there's a lot of information out there telling you to niche down and find your design style as quickly as possible so you can target specific clients, but you might be that type of designer that actually enjoys working with an array of different styles, and that is okay too. At the end of the day, you are the one running your own design business, and you've got to do what you enjoy. So those were my 4 top tips of finding your design style. Now let me know in the comments if you have a design style or if you're still searching for it, and if you have found it, leave your 1 top tip that helped you find your design style. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and I will see you at the next video.